How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I am your host, Faze Crypto, and of course, as soon as people were counting crypto out, it's back in style, just like that. Now, nice to see the market cap basically getting itself up to 115 amidst the recent sell-off that we had seen. And then of course XRP leading the charge. Pretty exciting to see XRP getting the attention that it's due. We got a couple interesting articles for you guys. Of course, you guys subscribe for a video every single day on cryptocurrency news, and we're going to continue to serve that news that you guys love to hear. Of course, it can't always be good news, but we're going to cover the news with basically a neutral perspective nonetheless, so that you guys can get an idea of what's actually happening without getting my opinion too much in the way. Of course, these videos are limited to just that. All I can really do is tell you what I'm thinking and what I perceive to be the next big thing. Like, if this doesn't get your heartbeat going, I don't think anything will. I mean, Ripple XRP continuing to surprise us time and time again. And I mean, my analysis, pretty much plays out in accordance with what we're seeing here. I mean, this spike right here was pretty impressive, and then I think Ripple has found stability at these levels. But of course, I mean, this is all par for the course. I mean, as things continue to develop, really anything can happen. But I thank everybody who's been supporting the channel and helping us get to where we are today, and it's pretty exciting to see that Ripple has been able to outperform a lot of the competition. And I think that this is a good sign that Ripple is an interesting project. Really, when the establishment makes a move, I mean, it's always a big move. They're not going to play to lose. And when it comes to Ripple, I think that it's a pretty safe to say we're seeing some pretty interesting developments on the global stage, of course. And we're going to be getting into all that stuff as well, and why Swift choose R3 over Ripple. What does this mean for XRP? This is an interesting article as well, but I don't think that it's too much of a hiccup in the road for Ripple. I think that when we actually see crypto getting its legs again, whether it takes a year, whether it takes a few months, nobody can really say. But I think that technical analysis does definitely favor the future of XRP. So Ripple CEO and Swift CEO meet face to face, debate in Paris. Definitely an interesting thing going on there. I mean, there's huge news always happening in cryptocurrency every single day. So when we're seeing this sort of stuff, I mean, I'm also excited. I think that it's interesting. I want to dedicate a proportion of this video to XLM as well. I mean, as well as you guys know, Stellar is a really popular crypto on this channel. We talk about all the time, and I'm big hopes for what Stellar can do in the future as well. I think that Stellar and XRP are the future of cryptocurrency in a large sense of understanding exactly what these cryptos are going to be bringing to the table. I mean, Stellar hits 15-month low. I mean, obviously, I think that the value of every crypto is pretty much still sort of overpriced. I mean, compared to what we're going to be going through the crypto nuclear winter, as it's been termed. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be talking about this Forbes article as well. I mean, whether the market is going to continue to go down, I mean, it could very easily go down, but hey, I'm going to keep accumulating while people continue to FOMO out. I'm filling my bags because the technology's there. I mean, anybody who says differently probably just isn't paying attention. But of course, I mean, this analysis of this Stellar rally, definitely something that's on my radar as well. Stellar Lumens has been faced with negative news and criticism over the past few weeks that saw its price tank aggressively to new lows. But what we want to talk about, some critics were quick to attack Stellar for losing faith in their own project. But as things continue to progress forward, I think that we'll see these establishment cryptos proving themselves. I mean, over the others as things really, I think, start to flesh out, it's making room for a lot of these different things that could be major players in the future of crypto. So I mean, I think we have a pretty exciting video to talk about here. I mean, there's tons of stuff happening in crypto every single day. And you know, Ripple, this article right here, I think is a good place to begin the content right here. Ripple hires general counsel from leading giant CIT group. Ripple has hired a new general counsel, filling a position that has been vacant. And of course, announcing Wednesday, Stratton Alderty will oversee all legal work at Ripple and manage its global legal policy, Bank Security Act, BSC compliance, and all these different things. And I think that this individual is a good addition to the Ripple team. I mean, we want to talk about, the Ripple squad, coming on board. I mean, you look at who this guy is, and of course, I mean, he has an interesting track record, in being, in the establishment and all these different things. I mean, if you want to, go and do some research, I'll basically give you guys a brief overview. He's been executive vice president, general counsel, chief legal office, and corporate secretary at CIT Group Inc. since October 12th, 2016. He's responsible for overseeing all legal, corporate governance, and insurance risk management for CIT, and its operating group. And then, of course, I mean, this guy has an interesting track record, and it's a further indication of what we can see Ripple basically taking these moves to the mainstream. And it's interesting to see, this public information, of course, but of course, market summary. I mean, just an interesting indication of what's currently going on with Ripple and behind the scenes, of course. And when we want to talk about the crypto bounce back, it's interesting to see Ripple leading the charge. I mean, they've recently overtaken Ethereum for that #2 position, which is also a renewed confidence. And I mean, of course, Bitcoin still the big dog, still going to be the big dog, still has that household recognition. That branding is going to be going a long way in terms of the future of Bitcoin and all these things. But XRP definitely making some major moves in the way of the establishment, which leads me to my next point. What with the things that we've been seeing happening, what made Ripple XRP gain 9% against the US dollar in just 3 hours? I mean, you look at that, that's pretty incredible growth. Now that's crypto, if you ask me. Of course, shift between, brings the bulls. Brussels-based global bank giant Swift today announced that it's going to integrate R3's trade finance platform with its own global payments innovation solution, GPI, seeking at the Paris fintech group CEO Godfried, that guy, clarified that the platforms would merely expose potential inconveniently between the cross-border payment solution. We are announcing later today a proof concept with the R3 blockchain, a trade where you can initiate a payment on the trading platform and then it goes to GPI. So it's interesting to see the demand for XRP taking this shift, and it's always an interesting indication to see the cryptos that manage to rise even in this current bull market, which it's pretty safe to say we're in one. Now, even when crypto might seem to be plummeting, I mean, when we've got people all over the place talking about doom and gloom, I remain pretty optimistic, and I'm sure that there's plenty of people out there who are accumulating on the dips and all sorts of things. And of course, XRP is one of those cryptos that seems to be paying off. Now, personally, I saw an opportunity to jump on board with the recent lows that we were seeing, and of course, I'm sure that there's plenty of other people who saw that opportunity and jumped on the XRP train, which is nice to see. Of course, I want to start off by just talking about this article right here. which I found pretty interesting. Dollar starting to lose the battle against Bitcoin as popular foreign currency. According to the latest chart, Bitcoin is apparently becoming a popular foreign crypto currency in general. The leading cryptocurrency is surely becoming a global phenomenon. However, the fact that dollar has been around since 1792, Bitcoin still is a way to go, but I think that this article is something you guys should probably go and check out. It's an interesting, I think, indication of what the future is going to hold for cryptocurrency, especially in the current climate. And I think, I mean, this right here, of course, we're always going to see Forbes with their usual FUD, blow to Bitcoin, as CEO warns crypto winter could turn, quote, nuclear. And of course, this is something that you guys should take into consideration. Obviously, remember, the videos that we post on this channel are all, my opinion. And being said, you guys, now if you guys are interested in providing feedback, you can follow us on our Twitter. It's at CryptoTuber, as always. And obviously, remember, I'm not your dad. This video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. But overall, I mean, my opinion, this video is just my opinion, but I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what XRP and Stellar are going to be doing in the near future. I mean, whether the bull market finally kicks in or whether we continue to stay in this current state of affairs, I think that the future looks bright. The indications are there that we could be seeing some really interesting things happening. But I think this has been a good video. I think we've covered a lot of interesting stuff for now. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay relevant and have a good one.